and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Pat, would you take the roll, please?
I got it.
You've got it? Okay, the first item.
I've got several questions, and then I've got backup supply of $854. Is that a monthly fee that we have to pay them?
Yes,
Okay,
it's to CWLP.
right. And then I see where there's an electric charge of $2,282 to CWLP as well. What would that be for?
Pumps, is that the pump station?
How much was it?
$2,282.
I'm not sure what that one is. It may be maintenance. They do maintenance on our substations. Do you know what the warrant is for the electric?
It's probably electric expense for the pump house or the,
It is electric expense, that's what it says.
it's for the pump house.
Pump house. Okay.
Okay, and then it says that we are paying $171,537 for water, purchased water. That's pretty low, isn't it?
It has lowered over the past few months, so thanks to the leak detection program that they did.
Okay. Well, I noticed that there is $2,480,000 budgeted for water purchase. Isn't that a little high? If we're only using $171,000.
Right now, it's a lower number for April usage. It's a lower period usage as we go through summer. It's going to increase.
People start filling the pools, running their sprinklers.
Okay, and I saw where the electric purchases for the budget next year is over $6 million. Isn't that a little high?
Not really.
We have a history of how much we purchase in water and electricity, and you can pretty much estimate exactly where we're going to fall.
That just seems to be a really high for a small community like this. My next comment is, Joe, over a year ago, I asked you to invite the gentleman who did these bonds to come in and talk to us.
Mike Southwood.
Right. And he's never come in. I've reminded you 2 or 3 times that he's never been here. There's always been an excuse. I hope you understand the big deal it is to have these bonds lowered. The only way I can kind of get you to understand that is maybe by a FICO score. You know, everybody knows what their FICO score and what your credit rating is. Well, for these bonds to be lowered, the A1 rating is probably about 740 to 799, considering the FICO, if you compare it to the FICO score. By them going down to Baa1, they have now become a medium credit risk, which is probably about 670 to 793. This is going to affect any kind of borrowing in the future. It's going to be at a higher interest rate, and the risk is going to be a lot higher. And before this village commits any more money to that, out there to that water plant, you really need to take a hard look at this.
We talked about CMT coming in and doing that. Can we put that on the next committee?
CMT about doing what?
Coming in and looking at some financial proposals for us, or we could do an RFP app and just put it out for everybody.
I'm not sure what your...
To look at the bond, you know what I mean, to see.
The bonds are with the South Sangamon Water Commission.
But
I know, but look at financially if there's another option for us. Let's put a request.
But it's their bonds, it's not our bonds.
But we back
I know,
those
but
bonds.
if there's different ways, we've talked about this in the past. You put an RFP out, or request.
We can discuss that at the committee.
Yeah. We'll do that.
Is that
We talked
5
about it last
minutes?
time. I don't know why everybody's just sitting there.
No,
I was on
30 more
vacation.
seconds.
I was on vacation for 3 weeks. My hair it squeaked when I washed it. It was soft. The red blotches I had on my stomach went away. Now everything's starting to come back. I didn't have to grease myself up like a pig. I think I mentioned a couple of times ago that my friends were coming and he was having hip surgery. His doctor, his surgeon recommended that he not stay in Chatham with me because
Mr.
of
Mayor,
the water
that's-
problems
Okay.
and the bacteria. So if you've got surgeons out there recommending people not be in Chatham because of the water, I think that's a serious
All
problem.
right, that's 5
Just on
minutes.
that, we'd actually like their names of the doctors that are recommending that. That would be helpful to us, so.
I will talk to them, and they will be at my house the 4th of June.
Okay.
And I will talk to them to see if they will relinquish that. They had to find another place to stay.
Perfect. All
They
right.
can't stay.
Okay,
in my
sorry.
house.
Go ahead.
Moving along, next commenter. Les.
Just want to remind everyone, Les Morgan, remind everyone Memorial Day services on the square. If it's raining, it'll be at the American Legion post right across the street.
Thank you.
Sir?
What time?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
Okay,
And for us Air Force guys, the big hands on the 10, the little hands on the... big hands
Yes.
on the 12.
yes, sir.
Keith Osborne, just a question, Pat, maybe you can answer this, and Ruth. Read a couple different reports about the flushing going on with South San Water Commission. There seems to be a conflict. I do understand the flushing between the plant and the ground storage tank. That's an initial part there. But if you're going to stop there and then go flush to New Berlin, you're going to disturb Chatham tremendously. And can someone explain what they're doing as a coordinator CMT? Because otherwise, we're going to have a bunch of iron and manganese in every one of the houses there.
They're flushing from the plant to our ground storage. We close that off when they do their flushing. All right. Then we open it back up after they're done. Then they're going to go out and flush starting at Wesley Chapel Road and head west from there over to New
I
Berlin.
just disagree with what they're doing because, as the state general register said, that's right, they want us not to use water. So there obviously is this coordination issue here.
The article in the Journal Register was not correct. I think they interpreted the posting on the South San Water Commission's webpage incorrectly. We went back and asked South Sangamon to rephrase what was on there, and then that's when I put it on the village webpage and sent this stuff out through our alert system and through Facebook and our Twitter accounts.
I still disagree with going downstream to their flushing because that will disturb everything here within Chatham. You're going to have an increase of complaints, I believe. And I would make sure that this was coordinated with CMT, who's supposedly doing a flushing program for the city, the village of Chatham. So I think that discussion shouldn't happen.
I don't see how that would affect our system. If you're okay with it coming from the plant to the ground storage tank, when we have that closed off, and then they've cleaned that system out, now they're going to go out at Wesley Chapel and flush from our far west edge of town. We have no customers on the other side of that pump station, all the way to New Berlin. How does that affect our water? The water is already passed through and gone past every person's house. It's heading out of town.
Right?
Yeah.
The increase in flow when they start flushing will increase the flow in the mains that you have coming through Chatham. That piece of the swing on the flood, and that's going to disturb their household. Again, I would highly recommend the CMT take a look at this and see if that's something that is recommended.
Have they looked at it?
I don't think they have because it wasn't affecting our system directly.
Well, it won't hurt to have a look at it, make sure
Can
it
ask
doesn't. Yeah.
When are they going to start the flush?
Yesterday.
I think they started yesterday.
Then why did it tell us, why did it tell, I got an alert that said that I needed to run my hose, well, from the front of the house and let it run 5 to 10 minutes.
That should have been for customers of the South Saline Water Commission and not the customers of the Village of Chatham. It was worded incorrectly originally, and then the Journal Register picked it up and ran with it, and they misinterpreted it.
Okay, moving along. Dave, can I have a motion to put the consent agenda on the table for consideration?
So,
Oh, second.
Questions about the minutes, corrections, questions about the warrants? Okay, Pat, would you take the vote, please?
Trustee Kimsey?
yes.
Trustee Lederman?
Yes.
Lindhorst, sorry.
Yes.
Trustee Mao?
Yes.
Trustee Scarlett?
Yes.
Okay, Joe, do you want to do the whole business ordinance alcohol beverage licenses?
Sure, let's bring that up. It's ordinance number, Pat? 20. This is the ordinance that will place in there G licenses for gaming. It also separates out licenses that are for those establishments that will not have gaming. We've been through it. I know Dave's worked really hard on this, diligently on this. So I put this up for consideration. We've had a lot of discussion on this as well.
I'll second.
Okay. Any questions for Joe?
And,
Dave?
well, I actually do have a question.
This is the 25%.
This is the
and then
25%, correct?
We're going to discuss later the,
Yes.
okay, that's the one.
And this ordinance keeps all the license, everything's the status quo in terms of the number of licenses that are outstanding and that have been issued. This is not increasing the number of licenses or adding any licenses. And anybody that's got a video gaming terminal currently and a liquor license, they will automatically be put into their new special license category as of the effective date of the passage of this ordinance that they have to be.
And I have a question for Jeff regarding this ordinance in terms of due process. So if a tavern owner comes in and we believe that he has not met that criteria, but he believes he has, what is the due process for that tavern owner?
It's the same as any other violation of the liquor code. It would be subject to citation, suspension, revocation, fines, those types of things by the liquor commissioner. And under our liquor code provisions, that sets up notice requirements, a public hearing, evidence, that type of thing. So those types of issues will be addressed in the same manner as any other potential violation of the liquor code.
Okay, good. And then the other thing, just to make sure that it is very crystal clear, is if a tavern owner is found not to meet the criteria and has a tavern gaming license, the tavern gaming license then would be revoked, which means not only does that tavern be prohibited from gaming, that tavern will also be prohibited from the sale of liquor. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, thank you.
And they would have to come back and get just a simple liquor license to continue in operation.
And that's something that the board then would take into consideration.
Okay, any further discussion? Pat, would you take the vote, please?
Trustee Kimsey?
Yes.
Trustee Lindhorst?
Yes.
Mao?
Yes.
Scarlett?
Yes.
Moving along to new business. Matt, appointment of Terry Fountain as
Yes,
trustee.
I'd like to make a motion to appoint Terry Fountain as our interim trustee.
Except the mayor's. Correct.
Well, yeah,
Second.
to fill out the term of trustee Boyle.
Okay, discussion? I think Terry is well qualified for the position. Great record at IDOT, knows a lot about local roads, has worked with the Amtrak people, the high-speed rail people. We want to concentrate on our roads system this year. A lot of we try to do projects to improve the roadway. There's been a call for that, so.
And Terry's been on our planning commission for some time, and I think Terry's experience there, and like the mayor said, with IDOT, will make a great addition to the board. And as our road and infrastructure needs improving down the road, I think Terry will be able to help us go that way, so.
Okay, Pat.
The only other thing I want to mention is, I noticed when it was announced in the SJR that there was an error in there saying that he would fill out the term until 2019. Actually, there would be a special election coming up in 2017 for a 2-year term. So his appointment is actually to fill out the first 2 years of Trustee Boyle's term.
The last 2 years. First and last.
Yeah. Fill out
Okay,
the first-
Pat, would you take the vote, please?
Last of the first 2 years.
Yeah.
Trustee Kimsey.
Yes.
Lindhorst.
Yes.
Mal.
Yes.
And Scott.
Yes.
Okay, Pat, do you want to swear Terry in, please?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, Dave, do you want to do the sewer rate resolution? Okay, do we have a second?
I second.
We're gonna get a number out of that. This sets that rate. Last notice from sanitary district, this was the last of their 4 scheduled meetings.
Okay, Pat, would you take the vote, please?
Trustee Kimsey.
Yes.
Fountain.
Yes.
Lindhorst. Mal.
Yes.
And Scott.
Yes.
Okay, Dave, the flushing fee.
Resolution 2316. Resolution establishing the temporary supplemental flushing fee.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Well, everybody knows I don't like it. But again, we, last year, finally decided to make ourselves financially stable and make the changes that were needed, which is a big difference than what we done prior to. So for that, we'll go forward.
This becomes the second of the 3 ordinances and resolutions
And-
we have
and
that
this is a-
trail
just-
the budget, and it expires in a year, so it goes into effect
And
August.
it's a 1 year.
Yes.
It is only for 1 year.
Yeah, so we will see this beginning on the September bill, and then it will end on the 2017 August bill. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that per household?
Correct.
Per household, $2.50 a month for 12 months,
Or $30 a year.
or $30 a year.
Okay, Pat, would you take the vote, please?
Trustee Kimsey.
Yes.
Fountain.
Yes.
Lindhorst.
Yes.
Mal.
Yes.
Scott.
Yes.
Matt, the water tap fee.
By the way,
Yeah,
that's
just
an ordinance.
resolution amending the water tap fee, increasing it.
It's an ordinance.
It's ordinance what,
It's not a resolution, it's an ordinance.
Okay.
16.
okay, just a resolution, but,
Okay.
It was just corrected.
okay, I put that up for consideration.
Do we have a second?
Second.
We were, as a village, charging less than all the surrounding communities for water tap fees, and
Less than our cost.
yeah. So we didn't take it up to what the others are doing, but we did raise it to cover our costs. Pat, would you take the vote, please?
Trustee Kimsey.
Yes.
Fountain.
Yes.
Lindhorst.
Yes.
Mal.
Yes.
And Scott.
Yes.
Nina, the appointment of Nancy Doherty to the Planning Commission.
A resolution confirming the appointment of Nancy Doherty to the Planning Commission for the Village of Chatham, Resolution 2416.
Do we have a
I
second?
will second that.
Discussion? Nancy's well qualified.
They've
in the
gone,
audience.
yeah. There's Nancy, yeah.
He waited.
Just wave the camera.
Wave the camera.
They own Chatham Collision, also the Creek and the Main Plaza. They've been living here 30 years, so family raised, as well as, you know, she works as well for Illinois House. So
Another fiscal officer.
another
which
fiscal
is-
officer, which is super exciting.
Okay, Pat, would you take the vote, please?
Trustee Kimsey.
Yes.
Fountain.
Yes.
Lindhorst.
Yes.
Mal.
Yes.
Scott.
Yes.
Joe, appointment of Dave Johnson to the Planning Commission.
This would be the appointment of Dave Johnson to the Planning Commission. He has served how many years on the zoning board?
Since Mayor Kessler,
Many, many years.
Yes.
a long time.
Many years. So I would move that we support this resolution.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Pat, would you take the vote, please?
Trustee Kimsey?
Yes.
Lindhorst? Fountain?
Yes.
Lindhorst?
Yes.
Mal?
Yes.
Scarpa?
Yes.
Or
Let's see.
reprogram that old brain.
Nina, appointment of Sarah Albrock to the,
A resolution confirming the appointment of Sarah Albrecht to the Zoning Board of Appeals for the Village of Chatham, Resolution 2616.
Second.
All right, Sarah as well has lived in the community for a very long time. She's been very heavily involved in marketing in the past and as well as been in charge of the Art Association for St. Louis. There's a lot of leadership and volunteering opportunities. Her husband as well, as she's helped him with his business at Springfield Clinic as a doctor, so she's very active in the community.
okay. Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay. Pat, would you take the vote, please?
Trustee Kimsey?
Yes.
Fountain?
Yes.
Lindhorst?
Yes.
Mal?
Yes.
Scarpa?
Yes.
Dave?
Yeah.
Appointment of Anthony Tolliver to the Zoning Board of Appeals.
Resolution 2716 to appoint Anthony Tulliver to the zoning board of appeals.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Anthony's here also.
Anthony also here.
He's an architect in Springfield, lives over in the Willows. What's else anything else?
Okay.
We'll save the best for later in the speech. Didn't get the message. All right.
Okay,
Next.
Pat, would you take the vote, please?
Trustee Kimsey?
Yes.
Fountain?
Yes.
Lindhorst?
Yes.
Mal?
Yes.
Scarpa?
Yes.
Okay, Dave,
It's a motion to accept the proposal for fireworks, is that what we're on?
no,
We're on the special use, aren't
we were on special use.
No, that's-
I got my papers out here.
An ordinance approving the special use,
That's
B1,
something.
at
Sorry.
104 East Mulberry.
I give you a report from the planning commission. The planning commission met.
Pat,
Huh?
make a motion to get it on the table.
Okay, Dave, make,
I'll second.
okay,
Now.
discussion.
Planning commission met on Thursday the 19th. We had a public hearing. No one came and spoke in opposition of any of the special use requests. We had 7 members from the planning commission, and they voted unanimously to accept all 3 of those special uses.
So the first one up is the Bucks property.
The
Now,
first
Mark
no-
does want to, he wants to table those. He's concerned with special litigations for that. He wants to table it to committee,
Which ones?
all the special uses. He wants to look at,
Including Bucks?
No, that's down
This
as
is
resolution.
Oh, yes, that's-
rezoning. This is rezoning.
for Buck, oh, I thought you, sorry, I thought we were going down the line. We're skipping?
You're looking at the special use tavern for.
Right, number 10?
Number 10.
104 East
We went down to
Mulberry.
14. We went down to 15.
We're on 15 now?
No,
10.
10.
Okay. Oh, okay, I gotcha.
My paper. Which is a special, one of the special uses. So
Okay,
You're
gotcha.
suggesting that trustee Clayton wants to
Yes.
table the special.
He wants to
use.
table, he's concerned with special
The
litigations.
Bucks
on all
thing?
those.
No, Bucks is not a special.
No, 10 through 13, yeah,
That's my fault. I
10
had
through
papers out.
yeah.
Nina's made a motion to amend our table. Is there a second?
Can we discuss this a little bit further?
Dave's already made a
Well, he's not
motion.
here to discuss
Yeah,
it.
Dave has a motion on the floor, and I seconded the motion.
We can't discuss it if he's not here.
Are you making the motion for him, or are you making the motion for
I make it,
yourself?
well, I'll do it for myself, that's what we do.
Because you
Yeah.
can't make a motion for him.
Right, but I'm just saying, if the trustee's not on board, I'm not going to vote yes.
But Dave, you have to rescind your motion if you want to, right? To put the motion to table on the floor.
No, you could do
Well,
it.
you could,
No, she's looking for a second.
okay, is there a
But your
second?
motion's on the floor already.
Yeah, but she wants to
Yeah.
table
Oh,
it.
okay.
That's the motion.
And,
Is there a second?
And right now, Joe wants to discuss.
well, I want to discuss before I want a second. Can I do that?
Yes.
Okay. So the question I have is, you said that the the zoning board, no one was there, no one commented on any of these special uses, is that correct?
Correct.
And that was the planning commission.
That was the planning
The
commission.
planning commission. Okay, so, I guess what is the process in order to, since these are all going to be, well, 2 of them will be new, no, I'm sorry, I guess all 3 of them will be new establishments that will have, that currently do not pour liquor, and they will be pouring liquor. So now they have to meet the criteria in the ordinance that we just previously adopted, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And I know Mr. Loftus came in and gave us a plan of saying, this is what he wants to do. He wants to set up a bar. He wants to have mini plates for food. He wants to, and set up a bar. Chatham Tap, I know, has worked with trustee Lindhorst on their establishment. I think we need to hear, and I know when you came in, I don't know if you necessarily had a plan for, because when you came in, obviously that ordinance was not in place regarding the sale of liquor. So I guess I need to know, what is your plan for meeting the criteria of that, of the gaming license now?
Are we going out of order on this? Because we're actually
The first one is,
voting on the one on Mulberry Street.
Well, the only reason why I'm asking is because if I wanted to say yes to one, no to another, or yes to 2 and 1, you know, I think I need some criteria as to why I'm saying no.
Well, you could.
What I want to do.
When that one comes up,
Yeah,
then you can
then
ask
we
the question
probably
at
get
Then we
that
can
point.
get, then we can ask
Yep.
that one?
Yeah.
so
Yes,
probably
right
the-
now,
the
one of
motion
the
to
special
table
use.
on item 10, which
Yeah.
is the special use on the Mulberry Street.
Well, and so then my question to Jeff, though, is even though the planning commission has approved all 3 of these, recommended approval, we are still allowed to say no.
The code allows you to approve the recommendation, reject the recommendation, or send it back for further review by the planning.
Okay, but I think getting to
We should
trustee
have went to the
Lin,
committee first.
getting to trustee
Yes.
Lindhorst's issue and trustee Clayton is, if we approve one and not the other, are we setting ourselves up for any litigation because we have approval of all 3 from the planning commission?
Well,
And I don't know if that's trustee
You have to
Clayton's.
evaluate each one individually.
We don't know.
Each one is a separate petition and separate
Yeah.
application, so these are legislative determinations that you're making, so you're gonna have to, I think, each one potentially look at.
Okay,
And that's what I think we need to do.
Okay,
We need to-
so Nina's asked to table,
She
motion
still
to
needs a
table.
second.
Is there a second?
have we really discussed the special use in committee?
No.
Dave?
We've been talking about these liquor licenses for 3 months.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I'm
we've been
thinking.
Right, but not the
Three do.
special.
And the thing with the special use is, a board passed that.
I thought we discussed it, and then the board, and then the planning commission has passed it now. Now it's
We did.
coming back to us.
Yes.
Okay.
The reason that it's coming back to you is that we should have probably addressed that from the very, very beginning. Like for the Chatham Tap Room, you guys have already issued that liquor license. But
Correct.
they don't have the proper zoning right now.
They need a special use.
They need a special use.
Which I'm fine with that, yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
So that's the one we're on now.
Yes.
okay, is there a second for a motion to table? Okay, that one does, so Dave's motion is on the table.
And
Matt's
Matt was a second.
Yes.
Matt, okay, so why don't you take the vote,
Trustee
please?
Kimsey?
Yes.
Fountain?
Yes.
Lindhorst?
No.
Mao?
Yes.
And Spider.
Yes.
Okay, Dave, the tavern at 100 North Main, the permit,
We on that?
or special use.
Ordinance number.
24.
Ordinance 24, granting special use permit for B1 zoning at 100 North Main Street.
Okay, do we have a second?
Second.
Discussion.
that is the smoke shop facility.
Okay. So
Kerber's here.
then I'm going to ask Mr. Kerber if he could stand and explain how he wants to,
And, I've been coming here for several months now, and our plan, it's a little different. We didn't come with a proposal because we're not a new business. We've been established 22 years over on 100 North Main, and what we've asked is for some video gaming to help with some, extra expenses we've incurred. Everybody knows business is tough for small businesses. So anyway, we've approached the village. We wanted to put some video gamings, and the requirement for video gamings, they do require a pour license. At the time, we approached the village, that we don't want to turn into a full-blown tavern, not staying up late, the music, the bars. We just want to put some machines in a corner. We've got a room over there. We'll serve, some bottled beer, whatever's required, to satisfy the law. But as far as, coming in and being a full-fledged bar, that is not our intent whatsoever. However, I did approach the board at one point and said, if that is what the board wants, and they want us to be a bar, we have room in the back, and we will make it a bar. We just need some extra help from the village, to help sustain our business. And I don't know if that answered your question directly. I have, with my application, I actually submitted again today to Pat, because in the new ordinance, it does ask on, how do you plan on meeting these, put projected sales together. And I have submitted that as well. I have copies if you'd like to. There's somewhat, it's confidential as you're asking for sales information. I don't know if, Pat, did you distribute, or would you like to see my extra copies? Would you like to see that?
Jeff, what are we looking for as a board? We are,
That's
The question before the board is whether or not to approve this special use. A tavern is a special use in this zoning district, so you have to look at the factors and see if the tavern is allowed.
okay, and then
If the tavern's going to be consistent, with the factors that are outlined in the ordinance and that were found by the planning commission. I think, as I think's kind of been raised, a sub-issue is this actually going to be, a tavern? And I think that's...
The answer is yes to that. It will be a tavern as you define it.
what is, but still, what are your major sales going to be? Are your major sales going to be the liquor, or is your major sales going to be?
Our major sales are going to remain tobacco.
Okay.
But that doesn't count against the
I understand.
25%.
so Jeff, explain that. What do they have to meet? Liquor and food?
Yeah,
Liquor,
liquor and
25%,
alcohol and all that.
And again, I've submitted that in the application, but I've got nothing to hide as well. We currently sell prepackaged sandwiches and deli sandwiches. We currently sell that. We currently have the soda. We've been doing this for years, nothing new. And I have, have my sales projected for that. Then on top of that, we'll be incurring some extra alcoholic beverage sales. Now, will we be able to, the ordinance, the way it's passed, we won't be able to probably go full bore, put 5 machines in. We'll be restricted to 2 or 3 machines because of the NTI. Again, thank you. Anything helps at this point. That's all we've been asking for from day one, back in December. Just help us with something.
what you got, Nancy?
Wasn't the intent of village, though, to never ever bring so-called parlors to Chatham?
And that has been the question. We're not a parlor.
It's not hard.
You know what?
I'm Brad Dudley from Discount Factory. Chatham's been my hometown my whole life. We've been good at Chatham. If you remember what that corner looked like when we bought it, it was crap. And we didn't have to do that. We could have remodeled the inside, slapped some paint on it, and put up a sign. But Chatham's our hometown, and we're proud of it. And, there's, what we're doing there, you're not even gonna know what's going on in there. If this doesn't pass, I'm gonna feel slapped in the face. This is our corporate headquarters. We funnel our money from 20 different stores through this store. And we don't have to do that.
Do the board members have any further
Again, I think
discussion?
we need to table all this and let Mr. Clayton talk about his special, or
Okay.
Trustee Clayton.
Trustee Lindhorst has made a motion to
Seems to
table.
respect that.
Is there a second?
And Steve comes back here since February. This is getting ridiculous.
I don't hear a second, so, Pat? Go ahead and take the vote.
Okay, on the original motion of Dave and seconded by Matt, trustee Kimsey,
Yes.
trustee Fountain,
Yes.
trustee Lindhorst,
No.
Mao,
Yes.
and Scotterman.
No.
Mr.
Do I-
Mayor, then you'll need to vote for the.
I vote yes. So
Thank you.
then, North Main, 321 North Main. Dave?
Ordinance 1625, approving a special use permit for Tavern B1 District at 321 North Main Street.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Mr. Lawrence, Robert, here.
And-
Same thing. Nobody seems to
Okay.
be
so-
concerned with his concerns.
Okay, the motion to table. Do we have a second? Discussion? Pat, would you take the vote, please?
Trustee Kimsey,
Yes.
Fountain,
Yes.
Lindhorst,
No?
Mao,
Yes.
Scotterman.
Yes.
Okay. Dave, increasing the number of TG liquor licenses.
This would be
26.
1626, increasing the number of Class TG liquor licenses available in the village liquor code. Now, this will, so you've just approved the special use ordinances to allow those applicants to have taverns in these districts. However, there's not a liquor license available for those taverns, for at least the last year. What was previously one for the one. So this ordinance would increase the number of tavern gaming licenses, which is the type of license that they are seeking. So this ordinance would allow them to go ahead and actually get the liquor license and have to increase by.
Do we have a second? Discussion. Pat, would you take the vote?
Trustee Kimsey,
Yes.
Fountain,
Yes.
Lindhorst,
No.
Mao,
Yes.
and Scotterman.
No.
Mayor Gray?
I vote yes. Okay. Joe, the fireworks ordinance.
Thank you.
This is just a
There is, it's
There's
just
no
a
ordinance
motion.
or
Just a motion.
resolution. Just a motion.
So, a motion to approve the fireworks
With some
ordinance
corrections.
with some corrections that I handed to our attorney. The cost is $7,000. The show will be on July 4th.
And it also shows the show being at the Sangamon County Fair. We want to have it here in Chatham this year.
Yeah, rather than the Sangamon County Fair.
Just to do it differently.
It's easier for us to keep the park clean if you guys have it.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll
wait.
second that.
Any discussion? Pat, would you take the vote, please?
Trustee Kimsey,
Yes.
Fountain,
Yes.
Lindhorst,
Yes.
Mao,
Yes.
and Scotterman.
Yes.
That'll be on the 4th of July.
Okay, Dave, the
Now-
Bucks limited rezoning amendment.
Now ordinance 1627, approving a petition for limited rezoning of the Bucks property.
Do we have a second? Second. Discussion.
This is changing zoning from R3 to B2, Bucks property on Bucks Drive where the building line extension is coming through Rockville.
Zoning Board of Appeals had a public hearing on the 9th, or the 12th of this month. No one came and spoke in opposition. Mr. Buck and his daughter are here. The Zoning Board of Appeals passed it 5-1.
What was the reason the one voted no?
Said he didn't have enough information to vote.
Okay, any further discussion? Pat, would you take the vote, please?
Trustee Kimsey,
Yes.
Fountain,
Yes.
Lindhorst,
Yes.
Mao, and
Yes.
Scotterman.
Yes.
Okay, Pat, do you have anything to report?
Yes, we've been approached by a company, CGI Communications. They put together videos for communities. They've done one for the chamber, and they've approached the village about doing 3. There's no cost to us. What they do is they They give me a kind of a form letter here, we put it on the village letterhead, they send it to the local businesses, and local businesses, if they want to participate, they are allowed then to put a little logo all the way around where our videos are run, and they essentially pay for the videos for the village. There's no cost. Like I said, we have editing rights of all the content, whoever we want to put on the video, whatever topics we want. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up that that's been proposed to us, and I'm leaning towards doing it. If you wanted to see one, if you could go on the Chatham Chamber of Commerce, actually, we could pull it up now if you wanted to see it. It'd only take a few seconds. Hit the
You do it. Might be easier.
This is their webpage, and they prepare a link for us. Click on the link.
Hi, my name is Amy Enan. I'm the Vice President of the Chatham Area Chamber of Commerce and the Director of this beautiful library. On behalf of the Chamber Board of Directors, I welcome you to Chatham.
Located 8 miles south of the state capital of Springfield, Chatham, Illinois is home to a population of over 12,000 residents. Our outstanding school district, which consistently ranks in the top tier of the highest performing districts in downstate Illinois, makes the village of Chatham a great place to raise a family. Chatham's state-of-the-art public library offers engaging reading programs for every age, art shows, and a small business resource center. Residents enjoy events and activities year-round, including the award-winning annual JC's Sweet Corn Festival, the American Legion Homecoming Festival, the annual Kite Festival, and the holiday Light Up the Park event. With over 200 active members in 2015, the Chatham Area Chamber of Commerce's commitment to move our community forward is stronger than ever.
You can do this on your own, right?
I can't. I just wanted to let you guys know and make sure everybody's okay with it.
Is that the consensus?
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to have an executive session. We're not having it? Yeah. Okay, so, our... What? The next committee meeting is June 14th, and the next regular village board meeting is June 28th. Can I have a motion to adjourn?
I'll make the motion.
Do we have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting stands adjourned. Thank you.